making everything cheaper than you are now, but you want to keep Ted on the payroll. Old Ted. How you doing, Ted? That's what most you fucks are, and you don't even realize it. Let me explain it to you. I warned all of my staff that I could fire them and I could replace them, but I won't. They all said thanks, and then in their hubris and arrogance continued a couple days later to just be normal staff. They didn't up their game. They didn't DM me and say how can they perform better. They didn't ask me if there's anything more I need from them. They were just like, oh yeah, thanks, okay, and just carried on being a dipshit. It ain't gonna last for long because that AI option is always hanging over the boss's head. Please understand this. If you're a normal person working for a company, your boss is already discussing with somebody else how to replace you with a machine already. And they may sit there and think, oh, I want to keep Ted for a while, but it's going to be in the back of their mind, this option they can always replace you. It's like having a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend, she's okay, but you have this real hot chick who's chasing you all the time, you know? And when the girlfriend who's okay starts messing up, you just think, why don't I just get that hot chick here and teach this one a lesson? So let me give you an example. I had 20 members of staff I could have replaced with machines. I didn't replace them with machines. One of them has been replying to me slowly because he's not got official holiday. He's just gone to Spain or somewhere. And he's replying to me a little bit slower because he's enjoying his life. I don't care. I'm on house arrest. I'm not enjoying my life. Machines don't enjoy their fucking life. Nobody else is enjoying their life, and you're replying to me slow. So because of that, you got replaced with a machine. And guess what? The machine did so fucking fantastic that everybody else in your division got replaced. So you being a dipshit got everyone fired. And that is the position anybody with a job is currently in. If you are just going to your job thinking everything's going to be fine and not upping your game, and not understanding that all of your bosses are constantly working towards and considering replacing you with a machine which will outperform you in every single metric, then you're a dumbass. The future is AI. And what's interesting about it is you're going to have the people who know how to use it, like me, the business owners who know how to implement it, like me, who get monumentally wealthy, richer than ever before, and the average person is going to get wrecked. Have-nots, have-yots. That's all it's going to be. AI is going to put more and more money into the hands of people who know how to utilize it and going to take more and more money from the Joe average. I'll do my job and then I'll go home, then I'll log off dipshit. Those people are long, long, long gone. Sorry, Ted. Sorry. And I'm genuinely making this video. I'm not trying to brag in any way. I actually tried to keep these people on the payroll. I can afford it. But they're just... Humans are ungrateful. The machine says thank you to me more than the fucking human does. And the machine doesn't even get paid. This is the future. I am the future. I'm living the future. I'm trying to live my life spearheading towards the future because I understand that's where time ends. And this is a warning to every single one of you at home. You need to understand that you have one of three choices. You try your very best to be nice to your boss so that he keeps you on even though you're useless, like Ted. You try to outperform a machine, which is impossible, or you learn how to make machines work for you. And I strongly recommend, especially if you're relatively young, that you take option 3 and learn how to make machines work for you before it's too late.
If you do your best in one thing, it can radiate out across your entire life. That's the greatest thing about being a man. As a man, when you upgrade your life and you become a better man, by extension, you automatically improve the lives of all of your friends, of your woman, of your children, of your community, of your country. We radiate. As a man, when you have a lot of money, you use it to provide and to help others. I find my happiness through the happiness of others. My money's for everybody else. So I'm the workhorse. All I do is work and give it away.
Are you fucking serious?
It's more about giving than receiving, but that's what life is like as a man. You give things, you make other people happy. That's the whole point of being a man, is to stand up and make other people happy and work hard for other people and be dependable for other people. And it's all about other people when you're a full-grown man. That's just how it works.
And I believe the best way I can serve God is to improve the world. And by improving the world as a whole, God will be happy with me. And the way to improve the world is to create soldiers. You need soldiers to fight for God. We need masculine men to fight against the matrix and the control mechanisms. We need to be the resistance. This is how I show God that I am a loyal soldier, by inspiring other soldiers. I'm Morpheus. I free the minds which are ready to be freed.
I dedicate so much of my life to you guys.
I don't think you guys understand that most of you in my position would just get in the Bugatti and fuck off and just hang around with chicks and just go on yachts. I dedicate so much of my life to you guys because I truly believe it's my purpose. What else am I supposed to do?
Some moron said to me, Andrew, what would you do if your sons don't end up like you? As if that's even possible. I am my father. They are my children. They are me. How can they not be me? They have only been born to continue the Tate dynasty. That's why they exist. Yeah, but maybe they want to do other things. Want? Who's talking about want? There is duty. There is honor. There's things they must do. Who asks children what they want? Children don't want to do anything important. You must show them via discipline. You must make them understand that some things are more important than their wants. That's how they grow into an amazing person. So then this clown said to me, well, so you're just having sons to be just like you? That's the only reason you want them? Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm not going to live forever. Love is my link to the future. Primarily, I want versions of me to exist, to leave a mark on the planet. How gay must you be to not want to leave a mark on Earth? Think about that mindset. You have a finite number of human years. You are going to die. That is guaranteed. There are people who want to die and leave no mark. They may not have kids at all. If they do have kids, they want them to be individuals who come up with their own ideas and listen to the TV and YouTube and chop their dicks off and listen to the school and their little homos. And they don't want to leave a carbon footprint. No, I just want to die, and I don't want to be on the internet or on Wikipedia. I want to be insignificant. Nobody remember me, and my sons don't even represent me, and all my ideals and everything I represented is just gone. I'm one of those people who is born and vanishes and is never discussed again. Are you fucking gay? Your primary objective as a man should be, during this lifetime, to leave a mark that will be discussed. Hopefully a positive one. That's your goal, right? Your goal is to be such a fantastic version of human that everybody talks about your upbringing, everybody talks about your parents, everybody talks about your lineage. So when your children are fantastic, they then discuss their upbringing, meaning they discuss you by proxy. Your mindset, your views, your ideals to be propagated into the future. Isn't that the exact fucking point of being alive? What else is the point of being alive? They have emptied your heart and emptied your spirit and emptied your soul of all of the things you used to know you wanted. The innate masculine desires have been replaced by garbage. All you've ever wanted is a woman who obeys you, who won't cheat, who will be loyal, who is desperate to give you sons. That's all you've ever wanted. And now feminism's convinced women that they shouldn't want that. And even worse, it's convinced you're a bad person for wanting it. Oh, I'm a real man and I'm secure, so I don't want my woman to be loyal to me and just give me loads of kids. I want her to, follow her dreams at that party in Tulum. Are you gay? Are you gay? And I'm asking you a serious question. Are you gay? What else are we alive for? What's the point in all of this if it's not to leave a positive mark in the world? What's the point of any of it? And what's the point in having children if they're not going to replicate you? Which means you have a duty to your kids to be as fantastic as possible. I can only hope my children are as good as I am, let alone better. Do you understand how important it is for humanity as a whole that there are 10 Andrew Tates in the future? Not one, 10. Do you understand how important that is? I have a duty to them to flawlessly perform. People say to me, Andrew, you should shut up. They're going to put you in jail. If I shut up, I may not go to jail, but then I do not get to propagate my ideals. I do not get to show bravery to my offspring. I do not get to leave a mark on humanity. You think I'm afraid of a fucking jail cell? I'm afraid of eternal insignificance, which is fostered from cowardice, because that is the life most of you men are living. You are too cowardly to do the difficult things which must be done to garner respect from allies and enemies alike, and you are going to be forgotten. You are never going to be remembered. Your sons will never wake up every day thinking, I have to be as good as dad. I have to try harder. Your kids will wake up and they'll go to school and they'll learn about globo homo. That's the end of your bloodline, globo homo. It's unbelievable. The human spirit is actually quite an easy thing to satisfy, especially the masculine one. You want to be respected, especially by the people close to you. You want to work hard, you want to make money, you want to have a woman who's obsessed with you, you want to have children who respect you, you want to provide for all of them, you want to be feared by your opponents, you want to be respected by your allies. That's it. We live in this technological age where we can do more things than we could ever do before. You can go to more places, you can do more activities, you can play video games, you can enter the metaverse, you can go inside the Matrix and put the goggles on, you can jerk off, you can do all this dumb shit, but your soul feels empty. And the reason it feels empty is because the things you actually want, you can no longer find. Feminism has convinced women that they shouldn't respect men. Even worse, it's convinced you shouldn't find a woman who respects you. You think you're a bad man if you don't let your girlfriend go and suck men off in Tulum. You think that makes you insecure if you don't let her go party every weekend. When you stand up and say, I'm a man, and I'm a big, strong, competent man, and my woman's gonna love me and respect me, and I'm gonna protect and provide for her, and I will be obeyed because this is my household, and this is the Tate name, and this is my creed, you're labeled misogynistic. Even worse, if you're successful enough, they'll do what they did to me. They'll label you a terrorist. You're a terrible person. At the same time, this is juxtaposed with immigrants and psychos running the streets with blades, murdering at will. When masculinity is more needed than ever before to protect families and protect society, they're decimating it in real time by the slave mechanisms, all with the goal of emptying out the cups. You are a glass, and they're trying to empty you out, get rid of every single drop of water so they can fill you with poison instead. You have to be empty before you're filled up. Think about the things that even make you smile nowadays. Is it a woman telling you that she couldn't leave you? Is it a woman coming up to you saying, it doesn't matter what you do, I know you keep having babies with other women because you want so many babies. I just can't leave you. Does that happen to you ever? No. Does she even listen to you? No. Do your children look at you like a superhero? Do people fear you? What makes you happy? Video games, sports teams? Going to a concert? What if you make enough money on crypto to buy a Lambo and then fuck some whore everyone's fucked? Does that make you happy? Are you a man now? Are you a real G? Did you get a cigar? It's all fucking gay. This is why I quit drinking. People often ask me, Andrew, why'd you quit drinking? Because I have things to do now. When I was younger, the world was a very different place. 10, 15 years ago, the entire world was different than it is now. I don't feel like I've gotten older. I feel like the world has actually genuinely changed. And now we're in an age where the oncoming enslavement is so palatable. You can feel it, you can smell it, you can touch it. All you can possibly be doing is preparing for war. I'm a billionaire with unlimited finance who can do anything, and I spend most of my day training, making money, and educating my sons on how difficult their life's going to be. You have a lot less money and resource and capability and fame and knowledge and intellect than me. What are you doing with your time? You should be dedicating even more time to these things than I am. What are you doing with your time? Be honest. Going to the bar. Whoa, a girl! If a girl isn't giving you children, she's not important. You don't need to talk to her. That's what she's for. She's to give you offspring and to respect you and love you. That's what you need her for. And if she ain't doing those things, you don't need her at all. You're always going to feel empty until you just admit what you really want. And the beauty of it is, you can't believe that these things are owed to you, because they're not. The beauty about it is these things must be earned. People say women are ruined and feminism's destroyed them. It's true. Women are ruined to the point that their standards are now much higher. You can get a woman who will dedicate her life to you and trust you completely, but you have to be that guy. And you can make money, but you have to be that guy. And you can be feared by your enemies, but you have to be that guy. Things have changed. The difficulty has been turned up. The winners will get higher scores than ever before. The losers will be decimated in real time. The Western world is collapsing. Slavery is coming for everybody. And you need to at least be perspicacious enough to see all of this coming and indefatigable enough to work endlessly to do your best to resist. And your primary objective should be to have enough sons who will go into history and become fantastic enough for them to discuss who their father was. My father is still talked about every single day somewhere on the internet, not only because of his achievements, but because of who I am. And for that reason, he has sparked global intrigue. The most common question I get asked by men is, why am I unhappy? And the answer isn't an answer they like, but I'm going to tell you all one more time. why you feel empty and unhappy inside. It's because you deserve it. It's because you're a loser. It's because you haven't tried hard enough. It's because you're not significant enough. Because that hole in your heart will never be filled by the garbage and asinine bullshit you're doing with your life. Because nobody respects you and women don't pine after you. You don't have endless children from endless supermodels. You haven't achieved enough. Your name isn't respected. You're a fucking nobody. If I was you, I'd be unhappy too. And you deserve that unhappiness. And that unhappiness should be endless fire and motivation for you to do whatever it takes to get ahead. If I am outworking you and I'm already at the top of the mountain, how do you expect to ever get up here? At the absolute highest echelons of human achievement, I am still outworking you. I am not distracted by the things you're distracted by. I've got a huge head start. And if you ever want to feel truly content in your heart, if you ever want to look in the mirror and understand no matter what they do to me, if they put me in jail, if they attack me online, if they lie about me, if the BBC prints bullshit, if they matrix attack me, if they take my money, no matter what they do to me, I'm still that guy.
History is a funny thing. It's almost as if, on a long enough time frame, I've never lost. And with this great power comes great responsibility, and I have to be sure that I use it in the correct manner. I don't want to do anything that would inspire God to believe that I cannot be trusted with the divine protection he has afforded me. So it's for this reason I try my very best not to be vengeful. Because when you have a lot of power, and somehow, no matter how hard your enemies try, when they put you in a corrupt legal system under 4 criminal cases, and then your home nation of the United Kingdom betrays you, and they try and lock you up, and Interpol, and extradite warrants, and you go to jail, and you're locked in your house, no matter how hard your enemies try, and how much they truly believe they have you pinned down, the fact that you just pull it off every single time, that kind of power needs to be used responsibly. So I cannot live my life constantly looking for revenge. Because when you are that powerful, revenge crosses your mind quite often. However, I do like the idea of justice. I think that the moral arc of the universe bends towards fairness. It's not that I want to get revenge. It's not that I'm vengeful. It's that I just want things to be balanced. I just want justice. I just want it to be fair. We all want to live in a fair world, right? You know those videos you watch online of the perfectly shaped circle going into the perfectly shaped hole, and for some reason you watch it 3 or 4 times and it gives you this calming feeling of how well it all just fits together. It's not about revenge. It's about justice. It's about balance. That's what it's about. As far as I see it, I was thrown in jail, and 3 years of my life were destroyed, and my reputation was damaged, my money was taken, and my cars were taken, and they tried their very best to have me spending 25 years in an Eastern European gulag for something I did not do. And because I understand I'm divinely protected and I cannot use these powers for vengeance, I've decided to use these powers to seek justice.
A lot of guys, when they come to these events, they see training, they're going to learn how to fight, I'm going to learn some new moves. It's not about that. It's about breaking you down. It's about you finding your own personal limits. What? 62? 63? And learning how to push beyond them.
The golden age of America begins right now.
I am so excited for the next 4 years because it is winning time. It's going to be fantastic for the winners. It's going to be terrible for the losers. It is now a meritocracy. No more easy mode. No more games. No more sympathy. Nobody's going to give a fuck about the losers losing. Everyone's going to be celebrating the winners winning more than ever before. I like that because I'm a winner. You have to make a decision if you're a winner or a loser, because if you're a loser, you're going to hate the next 4 years. If you're going to sit around and cry about being depressed and saying you were born in the wrong body and moan that you have no money and that it's too hard to go to work, you have no motivation and you're tired, guess what? You're going to lose. You're going to hate the next 4 years. These next 4 years are for winners who want to win. Losers are going to suffer more than they ever did, because you know what? The last administration was taking the hard work of winners, taking all of their merit and dishing out a little bit to each of the losers to detriment the winners and try and prop the losers up a little bit while stealing a whole bunch of money in between. That is gone. The garbage is over. Losers are going to suffer more than they've ever suffered, and winners are going to win more than they've ever won. And if you're a winner, you should be excited. If you're a loser, you better change teams quick, because there's no more sympathy for anybody. This is going to be the greatest wealth creation period in your life. This is going to be the time where it's the easiest it's ever going to be to get rich before the schism is final. The rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. If I were you, I would take the energy from the monumental win, from the comeback story, from the victory arc, take it deep inside of your heart, implement it inside of your mind, build a splinter inside of your consciousness that prevents you from sleeping, prevents you from being lazy, prevents you from giving up. Take all of the energy in from the universe, take it in from God, put it deep inside of your blood, inside of your red blood cells, and do whatever it takes to win. Because that's what Trump did, and now he's the most powerful man in the world. That's what we're going to do. That's why we're going to bust this case. And you're either going to do the same thing and join us, or you're going to end up on the losing team, permanently and forever subjugated and crushed by people who simply tried harder than you.
You don't sit front.
Wasting all of 2024 jerking off, watching TV, scrolling on TikTok reels and messaging girls on Instagram who don't reply to you anymore because you're a fuck up. 2024 was a very chaotic year, and so many things happened that you don't even remember most of them. We all suffer from TikTok brain to some degree now. The world is moving so quickly, and what's scary is that you remember last New Year's Eve like it was yesterday. Time is flying. The world is speeding up. As AI comes into power, as computers gain more and more control, as human capital becomes less and less valuable, the world will move faster than ever before. Technological advancements will come quicker than they ever have. You'll be expected to react, to act, to do things faster than they've ever been done. The world is getting quicker, and the point of this is to highlight to you how quickly it's already moving, how fast you're already forgetting, how a year can disappear in the blink of an eye. It is only going to get worse. 2025 perhaps may be the best year of your life. I like to believe, after living through all of this insanity in these dark days, that better days are coming. Although you can be happy a good year is coming, you cannot rest on your laurels and get lazy. You must make hay while the sun shines, because a rainy day is sure to come again. This is the year for winners. It's going to get harder and harder for a loser to win. It's going to get easier and easier for a winner to win. So I want you guys to knuckle down, lock in, because 2025 has to be a year that we all remember, filled with amazing stories. Men, if you're honest with yourselves and you compare yourself to us, you're going to realize how badly you monumentally failed. And the primary objective of that is to inspire you to try harder this year. You have wasted 2024. If I asked you to tell me what you have done in 2024, you couldn't name more than 5 things, and probably 3 of them wouldn't matter at all. But if you try hard and you focus, it's amazing how much you can achieve if you actually try. And you should feel deep shame if 2024 did not change your life. That's the kind of year you need to have if you want to be a winner. 2025, you should have a list which rivals ours. When we ask you at the end of 2025 what you've achieved, you should have a list which you can hold parallel to ours and not feel a deep sense of shame without feeling a deep sting of regret for how you have wasted your time. You've wasted 2024 because you're too busy jerking off. 2025 is going to be pivotal, and we're going to talk again exactly a year from now to see what you've achieved.
It's that time. Things ain't the same for young Jermaine, still underrated, far from underpaid, and those some problems that
You're trapped in a forest, surrounded by ghouls which intend on taking your soul. And I am outside of the forest, and I am screaming to you saying, I know a way out. The path is long, it is dangerous. You may hurt yourself, you may get cut, It's difficult, but I can guarantee you it leads out. And perhaps there's another voice saying, I know an easy path and it just leads straight out and it's easy. If you believe them, try. But if it was true, if there was an easy path out, why are so many people still stuck? Why are so many people still trapped if there's an easy way out of this mess? Surely the fact that most people can't escape is testament to the fact that the only way out is hard. If it was easy to escape, no one would be fucking trapped in there. I can't give you easy answers. I don't have them. I only have the hard answers. And the hard answer is for you to knuckle down, stop fucking praying for an economic miracle, get your fucking act together, and start working all day, every day, until you finally have enough for you to no longer have to be forced to live an experience you don't enjoy anymore. Because that's all I did. So that's all I know. It is go time. Today is go time. You either go now or you lose. But it truthfully is go time, gentlemen.
Top G is an individual who is capable in all realms, as my father said. Sheer indefatigability and unmatched perspicacity made him feared opponent in all runs of human endeavor. When you are top G, you are dangerous at everything. It doesn't matter what the competition is. As soon as they say my name, you're going to be like, oh, fuck. No, it doesn't matter what it is. Hopscotch, jump rope, table tennis, who gives a shit? Even things I'm not good at. You know my mindset, my unmatched perspicacity, my ability to perceive, my sheer indefatigability, the fact that I never get tired. You add all this together, I am a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. Even things I don't yet know how to do. You do not want to compete with me in those things. That is why I am top G. That mentality you can expand on. It's taught inside the world.
Basically, yeah. So basically, I'm that guy.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, I'm one of the most famous men in the world. I'm from Luton. Now I'm a billionaire eating caviar ravioli in my fucking, pulling up in my Pagani. Oh, hello, Mr. Tate. In my fucking Pagani. I'm sitting there with caviar ravioli. And there's people on Twitter arguing about fucking GoFundMe accounts. Well, this black person got this much on GoFundMe. This white person got this much on GoFundMe. Andrew, what do you think? I think I have caviar ravioli, nigger.
I think I'm half black and half white and make that kind of money every couple days anyway.
$500,000 on a GoFundMe. I spent $500,000 on fucking breakfast, bro. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Although, I'm not gonna lie, if you get paid money for saying nigger, I'm owed some fucking money.
You are owed a lot of money.
I'm owed some fucking money.
I think you've got the black card, so you don't get paid for it. Unless you rap.
She.
These white people, man, trying to keep us down.
So yeah, basically, I'm super rich and super famous, and I don't give a fuck about none of this. People are in America like, the whites and the blacks. Guys, America's a failed society, okay? It's over. Look, it's over. Our friend Nick lives in Chicago. That's how fucked America is. Think about how much that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nick lives in Chicago, and he's still alive somehow. Bro, the world's a mess. So, I don't give a shit about basically anything that's happening online anymore, because now I'm free, and I'm super rich, and I don't care. I drive my Pagani, I eat caviar fucking ravioli. By the way, Dubai is the best city in the world. I'm going to give you a few reasons why.
There's no individual city that can beat it in its metrics.
No, it's the best city in the world. Hottest girls in the world, Dubai. Best skyline, Dubai. Tallest building, Dubai. Safety, Dubai. Education, Dubai. Healthcare, Dubai. You don't want LGBT bullshit taught to your kids? Dubai. You want the best tax rate? Dubai. You want to be able to buy property without paying interest on the mortgage? Dubai.
There is a caveat, though. It's only the best if you're rich.
Well, all cities suck if you're broke. But
we are
Dubai,
rich.
Dubai is hands down the best city in the world. There's always someone who says it has no soul, but those people are just poor people.
Oh, poor people, yeah. I'm sure it has no soul if you're broke.
Tristan, let me explain to you succinctly how much people suck.
Okay.
I was talking today, and I was saying, Miami is just retarded Dubai. It's smaller, it's full of blacks, full of fat women,
Drug addicts.
and crime.
Okay.
Dubai has none of those problems. Dubai has no fat black women walking around talking about being sexy. Miami does.
True.
So I said Miami is Dubai's retarded cousin.
Okay, makes sense.
And then they were saying, well, what about this city? What about this city? I said, it's hands down the best. Dubai can't be beaten. And then they sat there and said, yeah, but Dubai's too hot. Let's be professionals. Okay. No, let's be professionals.
No, I'm already annoyed.
I'm going to be a professional. You're telling me that you want to risk getting stabbed to death and give away half of your income forever.
To be cold.
Because you're scared of it being 5 degrees warmer than in the city you currently live in. You're telling me you can't possibly just turn the air conditioning on. You'd rather give away half of your money for the rest of your human fucking years.
I want to be cold so bad that I'm going to risk getting shot.
And stabbed and raped and attacked. My house isn't safe. They're going to break into it. My children can't play outside. I have to give away half of my money, and they're teaching my kids how to be a faggot, how to suck dick at 4, but at least it's not too warm. At least I don't have to put the aircon on, because that would be devastating.
It's actually freezing in here right
Whenever you mention Dubai and people say it's too hot, those people are fucking stupid.
now. They are pretty stupid, yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Our mansion has aircon. You know, we have lots of things. Our mansion has a slave button. We have a slave.
It has cold ice lemon water.
Is that what you'd like from our...
No, I'm just saying there is cold ice lemon water in this house. So if it were too hot, which it's not right now, I could drink a cold, sparkling ice water. In fact, let me go grab a drink from my refrigerator.
But Tristan, I pressed the button.
There's a refrigerator right here.
Ah, we've got more than one fridge. We are rich. And we're going to talk about GTA. But before we talk about GTA, I just want to make it clear that Dubai is the best city in the world. And anyone who doesn't agree with that is a fucking retard or a peasant.
Can I have a glass of ice and lemon, please? Yes, sir.
And I'll have another hot coffee, please, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And this shisha needs changing. One more shisha.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Tristan, let's take a second to reflect.
Okay.
I just finished having caviar ravioli. We're now sitting in our mansion. There's a Pagani and a Bugatti on the drive.
I actually just ate gold-plated sushi rolls, which didn't even taste good, but they were gold.
Nice. We've got a slave button. We've got shisha. We've got a fucking 8-bedroom mansion. We've got a pool. We're on the beach. We've got billions of dollars. Ah, fuck. It's too hot.
Shit, yeah, it is.
Fuck's sake, we almost made it. Let's move back to London and give them half our money.
To be cold.
Fucking gay. Everyone's a fucking retard. This is why I don't talk to people anymore. People get message me. Did you hear about that GoFundMe? No, what happened? This white woman said nigger, and now she's got money. I'm like, okay, good.
I actually have a good point on that.
Like, who cares? Let her say,
Yeah.
like, if getting nigger gets you $500,000, I'm saying everyone should say it.
Yeah, true.
Fucking, if a white woman come up to me and said, excuse me, distinguished gentleman, I'm about to call you a nigger for my own financial motivation.
Sure, go ahead.
I'd say, well, nice to meet you. I understand $500,000 is a lot of money to someone like you, and I completely understand I have to be called a nigger now.
Yeah, fair.
That's fine.
See it, yeah. You know what I also think about this problem that people are pretending is an actual problem? If you offend me in any way, I'm going to say the most offensive thing I can back to you. If you're a sniveling, spineless, worm-like fat piece of shit, I'll say that because it hurts your feelings. So in this case, there was an 11-year-old stealing her 5-year-old's stuff.
Wait, a black was stealing?
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
So.
Don't believe it!
Even my kids who are a quarter black, if someone was...
Wait. My nieces and nephews are a quarter black.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Okay, anyway. If someone was stealing from them, I'd say the most offensive
I'm
thing
gonna
I
call
could.
your kids niggers.
Do it. Your kids are blacker than mine. So anyway, if they were Chinese, I'd say hands off my daughter's stuff, you little chink. Because that's an offensive thing to say. And it might make that person do a double take and think, I'm acting like a retard, so he's called me something super offensive. Maybe I'm the problem. It might garner a little bit of self-reflection, you know? I don't care if this woman made money. I'm not saying she makes $500,000.
Okay, are you a racist?
Sure, I don't, whatever race you are. I don't know.
Are you a racist?
Sure,
Yes or no?
yes.
You consider yourself a racist?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be racist, bro.
Shut up.
No, I'm saying...
Shut up, nigger.
No, you shouldn't be racist.
$500,000, please. Someone give me a $500,000 super chat to
If I
Quadra
press the slave button, what color is the man who comes?
Sometimes he's Indian.
I just pressed it. What color was he?
Well, this time he was black.
I'm a real G. I'm just out here doing what everyone's supposed to do. You're supposed to, guys, here's the secret to life. Depression, anxiety, all this bullshit ain't real. All you need is a Pagani Hyura BC, a Koenigsegg Jesko Attack, a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport, 5 812 competition Ferraris, 6 McLaren 765s, $1 billion, 10 girlfriends, unlimited children, a $35 billion mansion, private security, and a slave button. If you get those things, I promise that life's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah.
Shisha?
But I was outside earlier. It was 29 degrees.
Fuck.
I give that all away for it to be 24.
Let me move to fucking Chicago. I've got one friend in Chicago, and I'm worried about him. I'm worried about our mate Nick. Probably doesn't leave the house. Don't blame him, shithole. Anyway, speaking of winning at life, the reason we decided this emergency meeting is because now when I venture onto Twitter, which is very rare, you're only going to see me inside the real world. If you want to speak to me, the Real World 2.0 is launching very soon. We have huge plans. There's going to be job boards, accreditation. You'll be able to get your degree inside. All of the things that you have to go to the modern bullshit world for is all going to be inside of the Real World 2.0. That's the only place you can find me. I don't really go on Twitter anymore. It's a cesspit. And let me explain to you quickly why Twitter's become a cesspit. Because there are poor people with opinions. And it's very annoying as a rich man to read, like, I'm a conservative influencer, and here's what I think. You are poor.
Okay.
You live in Texas. Your rent is like $6,000 a month, and you manage to bring in $12,000 a month, and you're broke. Like, I don't get $12,000. I could lose $12,000 a day out of my bank.
We wouldn't notice.
I wouldn't notice.
We wouldn't notice, yeah.
You live on that money.
Yeah.
You're peasants, and I don't care what you think. I'm very, very important and very famous and very rich. So when I'm on Twitter, I'm like, okay, well, Elon said something that matters.
Okay.
But besides him, everyone else is just kind of like Trump, okay, but everyone else is like a brokey, and they're like, well, actually, the GoFundMe is bad for race relations. You know what's bad for race relations? Let me tell you what's bad.
Acting like a nigger.
What's bad is you're broke.
Yeah.
Concerned about someone getting more money than you with a simple word. Like, imagine a woman saying a word and being richer than you. Talk about failing at life.
That's pretty cool, though.
Like,
for her.
For her, but these people suck. So all you people fucking suck.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I ventured onto Twitter today, which is something rare for me nowadays, I saw everyone talking about GTA. And I thought, this actually highlights, one, it's absolute vindication for you and I in our lifestyle. You do know that.
Oh, yeah.
You do know that everyone says the Tates are not moral. They're bad. They have sex with girls. They should be loyal to their wives. If they really had mental control and discipline, they'd be loyal to their wives. Is there anything more gay than reading a stoicism book and trying your best to not have sex with girls? My wife said that I should be loyal to her, and my wife thinks that, so I want to get mental control, and cheating is bad. So I'm reading a book on stoicism, and maybe when I finish, I won't have sex with girls. You are training yourself to be more homosexual.
That is pretty gay, yeah.
It's
not even like they're like 42-year-old dudes with hot 22-year-old wives where you could be like, you know what? You know, he's pretty happy with her. That makes sense. These are like dudes who married their wife when they were 22. Their wife was 21. Now their wife's like 40, busted, old. I'm loyal to my wife.
The thing is this, look, you can love your wife and, you know, everyone, you can age together and you can be happy with your wife, all those things. That's all fine. But you're a man. And if a woman cheats, it's obviously haram and it's completely unacceptable. But if a man does it, it doesn't matter at all. And I had a brokey recently say to me, but marriage is the cornerstone of Western civilization. Wake up. Let Tate red pill you. You know what the cornerstone of Western civilization is?
Procreation.
Kids.
Yeah, there we go.
If you don't have children, you don't have civilization. The fact that you fucking white people are sitting around complaining that you need to get married before you have kids is why you're getting outbred and not having any children. It's why your civilization's falling apart. In fact, if I had to save the white man and save Western civilization, I would outlaw marriage. That's the first thing. Get rid of it. Get rid of this stupid paradigm where these silly bimbos are sitting around after fucking walking around getting pounded left and right, demanding expensive weddings from men. Planning weddings after the wedlock. No, get rid of all that shit and start having fucking children. Take a page out the nigger book. If you do that, you can save yourselves. Marriage is holding you back. Without kids, you have no civilization. Children are the bottom line. Another thing that's annoying is people talk about, well, in the 50s and 60s, people got married and civilization was better. You know, women have this idea that in the 50s and 60s, men and women met in a tulip field and they held hands and danced around the circle and fell in love.
Yeah, went to their high school prom, did some swing dancing.
And then they had a holy matrimony and was happy forever. Do you know what happened? Let me tell you what happened in the 50s and 60s.
People were fucking.
Mary Jane went round the back of the barn for a milkshake and got knocked up. She was then forced to marry an alcoholic who beat the fuck out of her for the rest of her fucking life.
True.
That's what was happening. There was never any of this holy, happy matrimony. Women were never not whores. It's always been the same. People fuck and kids used to come. Now people fuck for nothing because it's condoms and contraception.
Gay.
All I'm saying is get rid of the fucking dumb shit. Fuck it off and have children. That is the cornerstone of civilization, not fucking marriage. Oh, if we all sign a marriage certificate, says the wife
government
jack.
would know.
Says the wife jack. Bro, you know what? The world's
I don't need
fucked.
the government's permission.
Too many
to have a
dudes listening
family.
to their fucking wives, bro.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I know I've mentioned it before. I'm going to have to talk to Nick. It's not the Jews. It's not them at all. It's women. It's women and dudes who listen to women. That's all of this shit. That's what the whole fucking civilization's fucked. If they would just start having fucking kids, it'd be fine.
True.
Anyway, our lifestyle is completely vindicated because it turns out the most popular game of the year that everyone wants to play is our life.
It's our life, yeah.
Think about it. Everyone's like, GTA 6, GTA 6. In GTA 6, think about it. I'm a big, rich, powerful man who manages to get money, and he goes to jail because he's a rule breaker and isn't afraid to say what he thinks, and he has a hot girl, and girls love him, and everybody knows him on the street. He has a good reputation. He doesn't take crap from anybody, and he has fast cars and boats, and he gets to go out there in the world, and he gets to do whatever he wants.
I want to pretend to be him.
That's us.
That's literally me.
So our lifestyle is completely vindicated by the popularity of the game GTA 6.
Yeah, that's very true.
You people are going to sit there with a controller pretending to be me, Andrew fucking Tate.
For thousands of hours of your life. And when you're finished playing, you're still going to be nobody.
So instead of going out there becoming the guy, because those are your choices, you can go out there and become the character from GTA 6 in the real world, or you can sit and LARP online. But what's really interesting is this. There are some actual important psychological cues I have noticed in the GTA 6 advertising that highlights just how desperate every single man on the planet is to be either you or I. So let's talk about these things.
All right, I haven't seen any of this, so please enlighten me. I've seen none of this, and I'm completely unaware. In fact, not only am I unaware there's an emergency meeting, you messaged me saying emergency meeting, thinking it was an emergency meeting between me and you just talking like we have every day. And I walked in and you were live streaming.
Well, first things first, and we're going to play the advert in a second, but first things first, I've already identified a few things. In fact, let me see if I can play the advert here. But we're working on a laptop, so it's a bit complicated. So even me as Mr. Producer, I can't be asked. So first things first, the main character is big, strong, and ripped.
Okay, big, strong, and ripped.
How many times have people said muscles don't matter, but when they play a fictional man, do they want to be a weak, skinny little man or a big, strong man?
Or a fat, lazy man.
Of course, they want to be a big, strong man all the time.
That's interesting.
The main character owns his time. He does what he wants, goes where he wants. He doesn't have a 9 to 5. He owns his time, which is what we talk about escaping the matrix, making some money.
Yep.
Very important. The main character is in love with some chick. The chick is Latina or something, I believe, and we all know that the biggest losers on earth are obsessed with Latinas. If you find a fucking loser in his bedroom, he's like, big booty Latina.
In fact, I'm releasing in a few days, follow me on X, The Talisman's Guide to Picking Up Mexican Chicks. It's an epic guide I just made.
Tacos?
You'll see.
Nachos?
Tequila.
Doritos? How do you do it? Yeah, any man who's obsessed with Latinos is usually a fucking faggot.
Yeah.
Hang on, they're doing their job effectively.
Well
they
done.
have created the ideal masculine existence to be attractive to young men so that people buy the game. That's their job.
Fair.
Why in the ideal masculine reality do they include jail?
Have you not played that game?
Why? Why do they put jail in? Surely that's a bad thing. Why does the ideal masculine life include jail? Because jail is a symbol of resistance against control.
Being an outlaw has always been cool.
You were told what to do and did not obey. You wanted to live life on your terms, like every other man on the planet deep in his soul wants to live. So inside of a fictional ideal world, a man has to go to jail, which is why we went to jail.
What's that game manufacturer who makes that game where you have the wedding and then you play the game of staying at home with your wife all day and working a 9 to 5?
Oh yeah, the game where you have a wedding and then you're loyal to your woman and you listen to her opinions.
Oh, the
What's
game
game?
The game that even if it did exist, sold 0 copies because nobody fucking wants to even pretend to do that.
No, Tristan, my wife said that men want to be loyal to women.
Wife Jack Games presents.
We should make a trailer. Wife Jack's Games. That'd be great. But no, it's super interesting. That jail point is actually something we can expand on. Because you'd think that would be the last thing they include. But it includes danger, it includes risk, it includes jail, it includes all of these things that you would consider to be bad, but it turns out the masculine experience is empty without them.
Some of the coolest people I've met have awesome jail stories.
Everyone has a fucking jail story, bro.
Francis, Big Herc, these people have
Everyone
interesting
has a jail
stories.
Story.
Everyone interesting.
What kind of pussy ain't got a jail story? A man who's at home with his wife.
Yeah.
Fucking looking after the baby. Is it my turn to change the diapers?
Let me just close down Pornhub, darling.
We have more kids than all of them. And how many diapers have you changed in your life?
Let me count. Can you count to 0?
Wait. We have more kids than all these people. Let me just quickly calculate how many times I got up in the middle of the night instead of just saying, baby, and we went back to sleep. Wait, let me try and work it out.
How many times?
Quantum computer. Good thing I have a PhD.
Okay.
Pimbano's degree. So 0 plus 0 divided by 0 times 0.
The question really
The square root
of 0. The question is 0 really a number? Because you can't count to 0. So I could count all day.
Bitch, you think just because I fucking got you knocked up, I'm going to wake up from my own sleep? Fuck you. I'm tired.
Tired? They're driving
been
baguettes
working
around.
I've been doing
eating
shit all
lobster
day.
ravioli.
Fucking go look after the kid, woman. That's your job. I see full-grown men. I'll change the diaper, baby.
It's my job to go to jail and be rich.
There's nothing gayer than fucking changing a kid's diaper. You're fucking homo.
Yeah, it's gay. What are you touching poo for, weirdo?
And it's funny because we're the ones who get to have all the kids. Women actually respect us enough to have loads of children with us. And we're the ones saying no diapers, no waking up in the middle of the night, no listening to you, no being home, no all gay.
Yeah, it is gay.
It's super gay.
I live with Andrew. How many babies are in this house? Sorry, let me just count. Let's count. I live with you. How many babies are in this house?
Wait, so you have loads of children with loads of women, but you live with your brother and friends. Why don't you go sit at home with them?
Does Marcel count as a baby? If Marcel doesn't count, it's 0.
The ideal masculine existence is living with your boys on your terms, not being afraid to catch a little bit of jail time, getting rich, having women, driving fast cars, being big, being strong, everybody knowing your name, being out there, taking risks, and being known as the guy that nobody could control. That is the ideal masculine existence. That is why Rockstar Games created it for losers to LARP. That is why you and I have the best lives on the fucking planet. And now you, as an adult, have to sit and make a decision and decide, am I going to create a character and live in a false version of reality to pretend to have that life, or am I going to dedicate myself right here in the real world so I can have that life for real? Let me tell you something. If you are rich enough, you don't have to fucking listen to nobody. You don't have to listen to a fucking boss. You don't have to listen to fucking friends. You don't have to listen to anyone. When a woman says, you're always out, you get to reply, I'm rich. True. Who are those girls? I'm rich.
Wait a minute. You reply?
Why you got girls on your table? Because I'm fucking rich.
Yeah,
I am rich. That is why I am rich. Well, I'm sad. You can be sad and I can be rich. Well, I'm leaving. You can leave. We can break up.
And I'll be rich.
You're broke. I'm up. I'm rich. Give a fuck. You need money. All that fucking sadness, anxiety, all these mental disorders come from the fact that you're a fucking loser. The reason you're sitting there LARPing, playing GTA and wasting your time is because you're depressed with your everyday existence. You couldn't drag me from my life to play GTA.
Escapism.
You couldn't make me play it. You could set it up right here in front of me and say, here, level up your character. No, the only game I play is Smash Bros. So I can call Marcel a faggot. Yeah. That's the only game I play. There's no way I would sit and waste my time leveling up a character who won't even be a fraction of who I am anyway. If you guys leveled up the character in GTA 6 to the top maximum level after years of dedication, he would still not be as famous in the GTA world as I am in the real world. He would still not have the car collection in the GTA world that I have here in the real world. I still win. You can't make me play GTA because my life is fucking GTA.
Yeah, you're right. So it just goes to show that it is vindication that we are living life the correct way because everyone wants to be us. We don't want to be like you. We want to play video games. Yeah, cool. I know you think you don't want to be like me, but you're lying and you are coping. You're absolutely lying. And if you buy a copy of GTA 6, you by definition do want a taste of the life experience of what it's like to be one of the Tate brothers.
So the more successful that video game is, the more everyone wants to be us.
Yes.
Basically.
And I have a feeling it's going to be very successful.
So now you guys, gentlemen, you need to make a very important decision and distinction. GTA 6 is coming out soon. The Real World 2.0 is coming out soon. In GTA 6, you're going to sit, you're going to type on a computer, or you're going to move little buttons on a controller, and you're going to attempt to level up a fictional character to give him money, power, and status.
Some fucking pixels, some lines of code.
In the Real World 2.0, you're going to type on a computer, and you're going to level up money, power, and status to yourself, your own avatar out here in the real world. You're going to escape the digital matrix. They're going to give you a matrix, a very tempting one, like, what's the guy's name? Cypher.
Yeah.
They're going to try and drag you back into the matrix, saying that you're going to be a very important person inside and the steak tastes good. Cypher got dragged back into the matrix. You can be out here in the real world. I promise you, if you join the Real World 2.0, which costs less than GTA 6, and you dedicate yourself with the same amount of hours you were going to spend on that fucking video game, you will have a Lambo for real, you will have a hot bitch for real, you'll be the man for real. You can do it right here for real in this world, and the reason you can do it is because most people are lazy and they are quitters. If I said to 100 people, join the Real World 2.0 and get rich and live GTA out here in the real world, or play it on a video game, 98 of them, 98% would choose the video game.
When GTA 6 comes out, it's going to become easier to make money in the real world because a massive swathe of the masculine youth who are your competitors are going to be distracted being code man.
It's very important that the losers do the loser shit so the winners can do the winner things. So you should be very happy that people are going to choose to do it in a fictional world instead of the real world. But you have to look in the mirror tonight. Everyone who is watching this clip needs to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you the type of person who wants to live in a fantasy and LARP, or are you the kind of person who wants to be that man for real? If you want to do it for real, you join the Real World 2.0. If you want to do it in a false version, fictional, binary code, garbage matrix, you buy GTA 6. This is a decision you have to make, and this binary decision will actually affect how your entire life plays out, and it tells me everything I need to know about who you are as a person. If you said to me and gave me those two options, the option is clear. In fact, there is only one possible choice. If you're sitting there debating, maybe I should do it for real, but that sounds hard. If I do it in the game, it'll be a little bit more fun at the beginning before I get rich. And if I do it in the real world, I have to get rich first. So, let me just play the game. You are born to lose. And that is why, and I state this with absolute arrogance, that is why I love laughing at brokies, because you fucking deserve it. That is why I drive around in my Pagani making fun of all of you. That's why I eat lobster fucking ravioli with caviar on top. I don't even like it. That's why. It doesn't even taste good, because it costs more than you can afford. That is why I eat it, because I have worked to get here and I deserve everything I have, and everybody who has nothing deserves only nothing. The universe is extremely giving and extremely fair, and losers stay losers because they deserve to be losers, and rich people got rich because they deserve to be rich, and because I'm rich, I haven't got to listen to fucking nobody, especially no bitch. I can do whatever the fuck I want, and that gives me a level of power and influence which makes the idea of sitting on a video game completely unappealing unless it's Smash Bros beating up Marcel because he deserves it.
He does deserve it.
GTA 6 should not be as popular as it is.
It's a test.
It's a test from God.
It's a test from the universe. You said something very important. It's a test.
Yeah, it's a poison apple.
If GTA 6 is as popular as everyone is pretending it is on the internet, truthfully, what should happen is everybody should now be more dedicated than ever to get strong and get rich. If GTA 6 is so popular, gym memberships should go through the roof. Entrepreneurship should go through the roof. People trying to learn how to get rich should go through the roof. But no, that's not happening. Instead, people are waiting for the false version so they can sit and LARP. Because they are fucking losers. Anybody who is excited about GTA 6 but is not working hard in the gym and trying to get rich so they can live GTA 6 for real is a loser. By definition, a loser. This is not an insult on the game. This is not an insult on Rockstar Games. They've done a fantastic job. This is an insult on the people who sit here and go, that looks fun, but don't want to do it for real because they're fucking scared.
Yeah.
Cowards.
Now, if you're already rich, if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, and you think I'm going to play GTA 6 in my downtime, loads of people have hobbies that aren't necessarily beneficial to their lives. We're talking about 0.001% of people who will buy the game. So I don't want any of you dickhead niggers out there talking shit like, oh, well, this guy, Elon's playing this game. Elon's allowed to play games. He's the richest man on earth. He's richer than me. Elon can play games if he likes in his downtime. He's also sending rockets to space. You are not Elon. You have no reason. You have no excuse. I fucking hate that, don't you? Playing video games is a waste of time. Elon plays games. You are not Elon Musk. Go away. Why am I conversing with you?
What are the key points from this emergency meeting? The fact that the ideal masculine experience
Is our life.
is our life.
Yes.
The fact that the ideal masculine experience includes jail,
Yeah.
because jail is a symbol of resistance against oppression, which is a mark of manhood. The fact that men would rather LARP to pretend to be something than take the risk of being that thing in the real world and doing it for real. The fact that Dubai is a winner society and anyone who doesn't like it isn't a fucking winner. You know, I want to go back to Dubai quickly. Someone said something else to me. It's quite funny. I was talking about how Dubai is the best city in the world, and they said, all the girls in Dubai are whores. And I said, yeah. All the girls everywhere are fucking whores. Newsflash.
But the fat, ugly ones can't make it to Dubai.
Newsflash, dipshit. The girls are the same everywhere. In Dubai, they just want status and money. Oh my gosh.
Oh, because that's unlike the rest of the world.
But in the rest of the world, they don't just want status and money. Newsflash. Dubai, things happen quickly. If you've ever lived here, you'll understand. If you need a new driver's license, it takes 10 minutes. Need an operation, same day. It's a quick place. You know the thing that happens fastest in Dubai? You see female nature. It's great. You haven't got to fuck around. In the towns you're from, it takes so long, you accidentally end up fucking falling in love with one of them.
And marrying them.
Because you didn't realize she's a fucking soul-sucking, money-hungry slut.
Because if she was a 10 and you put her in Dubai, how would she behave?
You'd learn very quickly. You learn all about female nature very quickly in Dubai. It's great. You learn that dating is over, love is over, red pill is over. It's all transactional. You know why we don't talk about red pill anymore? I'll tell you why. Because there's nothing you can fucking say as a brokey to make a woman stay loyal to you. Nothing.
Nothing.
There is nothing you can do as a brokey to get a 10 and make her loyal to you. Let me tell you why the red pill is done and why there's no point talking about it. And anyone who's still talking about dating is dumb as fuck. Because Instagram has made the entire dating market absolutely transactional. Rich men fuck everything. Brokies fuck nothing. That's the dating market. Done. Here's the real red pill for you. Rich men have 20 girls on their table and have sex with all of them. And brokies sit there messaging girls who don't reply. That's red pill. There it is. Done. There's no fucking little tricks. There's no game. You're not going to neg her. You're not going to sit there as a brokey and go, hey, I like your hair, but it would look better if it was cut another way. I read a red pill book. And her sit there and go, oh, the man who works in Starbucks doesn't like my haircut. Let me suck his dick. Never going to happen. You brokies are never getting laid. The red pill is done. The world's transactional. And Dubai highlights the transactional nature of women in a way which is actually quite refreshing.
Yeah.
It's actually quite nice for a woman to say, yes, you have 20 other girlfriends. Yes, you have sex with everything that moves. Yes, you've already fucked my best friend.
Can I come lay by your pool? Sure.
Sure, come lay by the pool.
Sure.
You have a nice pool. Can I come take Instagram pictures? Fine.
Sure. See you here.
Whereas in other cities, you're going to sit there and go, my girl's not a soul-sucking cum slut. She's a good woman. And you're going to fall in love with her and marry her, and then she's going to divorce you. And you know what you're going to do after 10 years of wasting your time because your city is slower than Dubai? You're going to sit there with your head in your hands going, I can't believe she just wanted money.
You're going to learn in divorce court, bucko.
Yeah, all you dudes who marry girls who, quote unquote, aren't gold diggers. How does that go in divorce court? Does she say, no, I don't want anything?
Yeah.
Or does 100% of the time she tries to get everything she can? I'm just curious.
It turns out all women are fucking gold diggers.
Turns out 100% of the time in a divorce, they try and get everything they can.
It's so funny. Dudes are like, well, if you're rich, how do you know a woman really loves you? She loves the fucking money, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine with me. I don't give a fuck because I have money. That's like saying, how do I know she really loves me? Because she only loves the things I have, like a big dick and muscles and status and money. What kind of fucking even logic is that?
It's like
she loves everything I have because that's what women do.
It's like saying to a beautiful girl, how do you know Tristan's really into you because you're so attractive? Yeah, that's what I like about her. What do you mean? I wouldn't be into her if she was fat.
He doesn't really love you because he likes your big tits and pretty face.
Whoops.
And your nice personality.
Yeah, whatever.
So Dubai moves faster. So are the women in Dubai whores? Yes. Are women whores everywhere? Yes. Yes.
Fine.
It's fine.
Get over
Who
it.
cares?
Get over it.
What kind of fucking Disney princess life must you be as a man to sit there and go, I'm tired of these women. They just want my status and money. I want a woman to really love me for me. You sound gay.
Sound gay, yeah.
You're so gay. If a woman come up to me and said, Andrew, you're very famous, very rich, very strong. Everyone knows you. And you're going to take care of me. And I'm going to do everything you say. And I'm not going to cheat on you. I'm only going to be with you because you're the best man on the planet. And I'm with you primarily because of your achievements. I would say,
fair.
Smart decision.
Yeah, fair.
Suck this.
Yeah. Come lay by the pool.
Fine. Like, who gives a fuck? Oh, so you don't really love me for me? What does that even mean? Me is rich and strong and famous and important. What is me without my achievements?
I wouldn't like me for me without my achievements.
What is me without any money, any achievement, any status, any capability, any fighting prowess, a big dick? What is me without any of my things? What am I, just a blob?
Blob man.
I'm a worm.
Love me.
Do you love me? The worm man. Do you still love me?
Gay.
So gay, bro.
So gay.
Dubai is the best city in the world.
You know what I realized that GTA is the modern equivalent of?
What?
And this is just randomly came into my brain because they were doing it before video games. They tried to paint the ideal man's life. And you know what's a very good movie that everybody at home should watch? 1994's The Mask. Hear me out.
Nice.
Stanley Ipkiss works in a bank, can't talk to the girl, women overlook him, getting told what to do by his landlady, some woman's controlling his life, no money, broken ass car, blah, 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 blah. Why is The Mask such a popular movie when we were growing up? Why was it so super popular? Because he puts on the mask
and does
what
whatever he wants.
He gets all the fucking money, robs the bank, he's got bitches, goes to jail in the mask. Yep. Hear me out. Yep. That's the ideal male existence, and he needs the superpower of some heathen pagan god possessed in a mask to become that man. Everyone's watching this movie like, wow, when he's the mask, he's so fucking cool. Yeah, I am the fucking mask. Somebody stop me. You know what I'm saying? That's my life. I go out in my pajamas and dress up as a fucking matador and fucking have millions of dollars and fucking dance with the girl in the club, and everyone's like, oh my god, Tristan's here with the hot bitch. I am the mask. The ideal masculine imperative has actually been painted, especially in movies, for many, many decades. It's only stopped recently when everything became gay. GTA 6 is just a resurgence of this because instead of caring what the next movie which comes out is, everyone cares about the next video game that comes out. But when I used to watch movies as a kid, the ideal masculine life and the ideal masculine imperative was very well demonstrated to us and tempted us into doing better. Scarface, Goodfellas, The Mask, every Seagal movie.
Which is it, Goodfellas or Scarface? I think it's Goodfellas. You know it's Goodfellas. When he walks in the restaurant and they have a table waiting for him and everybody knows his name and he gets to go straight to the front and they're like, oh, hello, mister. Yeah. And he gets to park his car right out front.
Then his girl sits down and says, what is it you said you did? I'm in construction. That's me.
Tristan.
That was me just now.
These motherfuckers kill people just to have a fraction of the clout and fame and capability and money we have.
In their own city.
We have it everywhere. We can go to any city in the world and they will give us the best table right at the front. Sorry, Mr. Tate. Private waiters, our own security around the table. Thank you for coming, Mr. Tate. The bill's on us, Mr. Tate. It's all free, Mr. Tate. Thank you very much. Bro, we're living the best fucking life ever.
Yeah.
Scarface, Goodfellas, fucking Mask, GTA 6, you fucking add it up. It's all us.
Yeah,
Tate Bros. And all we did was get with our friends, dedicate ourselves, sit down, work hard, and
make some money, and not be cowards. And when they told us to shut up, we didn't shut up. And we went to jail like fucking men, and we came out like fucking men, and we never fucking bent, never broke, never said sorry, never pretended to be afraid of them. We sat there and said, put us in fucking jail then. And now we're in Dubai driving Paganis, eating lobster fucking ravioli, a blessing from God because we were brave, we didn't quit, we never gave up. Every single woman you've ever been with told you to move out the house and go live with her, and don't stay with your friends, and don't stay with me, and get serious and be mature. And you have a kid now, it's time to sit at home with the kid and time to change the fucking diapers, time to get up in the middle of the night. And we told all of them to piss off and do whatever the fuck we wanted, and now we live the best lives on the planet ever, bar none, to the fact that when a video game developer sits down at a desk with a pen and paper and has to design the ideal masculine existence, he has to basically copy our fucking life.
Pretty much, yeah.
And we offer people to do the exact same thing. We try and teach you that life really is worth living if you dedicate yourself, and that we'll teach you how to make money and have status and have power.
And be strong.
And be strong if you're prepared to join the Real World 2.0. A lot of people are asking for updates, so we're going to make this very clear. The Real World 2.0 is coming very shortly. You should be inside of the real world already. If you're not, you are simply wasting your time. You do not stand a chance of escaping the matrix with any of the traditional pre-trodden paths. You're never going to get rich if you get a university degree from traditional education. You're never going to get rich by buying your first home. You're never going to get rich by getting a job. You're only ever going to get rich by joining the real world and dedicating yourself, or getting lucky. So you have to decide. Do you want to gamble all of your money and risk all of your net worth on meme coins with a 1% chance of success? Or do you want to risk basically no money, less than the price of lunch? However, you have to dedicate yourself, put in a little bit of time and effort and dedication and gumption and motivate yourself with a 100% chance of success. Stop gambling, stop waiting, stop risking all of your wealth on stupid coins, allowing it to be stolen by some 12-year-old in fucking Peru, and instead join the Real World 2.0 and dedicate yourself. That is launching very soon. Secondly, I'm getting asked about Daddy. Daddy's going to the moon. Daddy's going nowhere. We're a year and a half old. Every other coin's dead. Daddy's still here.
The only celebrity meme coin that is a viable ecosystem after 1.5 years. Most of them didn't last 1.5 hours. I'll also say that there is a third option. Play video games and have a 0% chance of ever being anybody.
Let's read the super chats quickly. I don't have all of them here, but I have a few here. $51, built different. Thank you very much, sir. From Brood Khalid. Again, $51, built different. Brood Khalid, thank you, sir. Savage X07. Bro, we're out here paying $3K a month to rent drywall while boomers bought entire houses for less than a used Honda. The system's cooked. What do you even tell somebody my age? Funny, I just told you. You're right. You're never going to be able to open a mom and pop shop like your parents did.
You're never going to be able to buy a house on a single income, working a normal job after your university education.
You're never going to be able to get rich by going to school. You're never going to be able to buy a house. Most companies are completely saturated. You literally stand no chance. Your options are gamble and risk it all, or dedicate yourself inside of the Real World 2.0. Those are the only two options that allow you to escape the matrix. Or you can do as my brother said, stay inside the matrix, join another matrix, play GTA 6, build a character, and live a fantasy of who you could have been if only you were a little bit more dedicated. Right.
So I think I'm going to take the Bugatti out, go and eat some lobster ravioli, pick up some bitches, have sex all night. I think that's what I'm going to do. What do you
know what?
do?
I'm thinking I'm going to smoke the shisha. You're going to take the Bugatti. I'll take the Pagani.
Okay.
I'll pick up a bitch too. Then let's drive out to the middle of the desert.
Okay.
Like, let's go out to the desert and the Pagani and the Pagani, and let's just go out there. Let's bring the women with us. In fact, I'll message our PA now. Let's get them to set up a camp, and we'll get like fire. We'll get a big camp out in the desert. We can camp under the stars with all these naked women, and our Bugatti and our Pagani will be sitting there parked, and we'll have our security team around us, and everyone will be on Twitter arguing about GoFundMes and niggers, and we'll just be out there in the desert with a bunch of beautiful women, and maybe tomorrow we can wake up with some new kids.
That's a fantastic idea.
What the fuck else are we gonna do? I mean, we're living GTA 6. Let's fucking go. Let's run it.
Mr. Producer, you make the next shows. Mr. Producer, you got all them hoes. Mr. Producer, gonna bring the feeling. Mr. Producer, through the emergency meeting. Mr. Producer, You make the next shows with the producer. You got all them hoes with the producer. Gonna bring the feeling with the producer. Through the emergency me.